That concludes our opening statements for the evening, and Trustee Broley will open with the questions that will be asked this evening.
Okay, the first one is going to be a really straightforward one. Why are you interested in being village president?
I'm going first on this one.
Absolutely.
Like I stated in my opening, I've been on the board for 2 years, and I've seen this board operate. And like I said previously, we're treading water. We're getting by. We're doing the things that we have to do. But there's been several decisions that this board has made that, if given the opportunity, I would do over again, or at least have the discussions occur in a different manner. The first would be the manager ordinance, and I have it with me here this evening. All of the deliberations that occurred for that were outside the public eye, which is something that I personally don't believe in that should happen. We should sit around the dais here and talk about anything that we're going to enact as a law. Those happened outside of the village eye. And another example would be the leadership that we've had. My opponent has repeatedly said he wants to govern on a case-by-case basis. Well, fundamentally, I don't agree with that. I think that we as the Village of Montgomery need to have rules, regulations, and laws for all of our residents and apply them equally. There's 3 situations that I have been highlighting over the past few weeks. One would be the fence standards. We've had a resident came in requesting a fence modification to her annexation agreement, and we approved that fence variation for one house while keeping the standards different for everybody else in that subdivision. My comments at that time, and still are, that we should have revised it for everybody. Why would you modify our rules and regulations just for one house? Another example would be the water credits that we gave out for Boulder Hill. There have been a decent amount of residents that have had some water quality issues in Boulder Hill, on K Street, Jefferson Street, and beyond. And because the Boulder Hill residents were coming to the meeting, the majority of our board felt that they were entitled to some sort of a rebate or a credit. I asked at that meeting if the same would apply for Case and Jefferson and the others, and didn't get any response to that. We can't govern so that the people who come to our meetings are the people who get relief from things or get what they want. We need to listen to all their concerns. That's our #1 goal. And then make a decision that's applicable to 18,438 people. The other example would be the billboard situation. A homeowner or a landowner had a business come in here and apply for an LED billboard in Montgomery. And in that first meeting, I came out against the LED billboard as not being fitting for Montgomery. And subsequently, we drafted an ordinance that has not been approved that would allow more or less the one billboard. And nor do I think an LED billboard is appropriate. I don't think that we should be writing ordinances that would benefit just one parcel. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Broley. Trustee Keck.
Why would I want to be village? I bring an extensive set of business skills to the table. I have 35 years of managerial experience, upper managerial experience in the real business world. I'm used to dealing with budgets, with policy matters, with personnel matters on a day-to-day basis. I willingly share my experience every time I make a decision for the village board. Mr. Broley mentioned a few particulars. We have about 1,500 ordinances on our books right now. I don't know right now if there's an ordinance still in there saying you can't hitch your horse on the west side of the road or what. I would tend to think that's probably all been purged out of there, but you try and have ordinances in place to deal with every eventuality that would come in. No matter how much you try, you cannot deal with every eventual, or have an ordinance for every eventuality that may come in. There's where judgment, business experience comes into the equation, the experience of the people on the board, what they've done in the business world. There's where you do have to make exceptions. That's why we have a variance process. And the main thing there is that no matter how you try, you can't have every eventuality have an ordinance for it. So given that, I do believe that at times there are exceptions for things, and we have to deal them on a case-by-case basis. Thank you.